A few years ago, I found out I was sensitive to dairy, really stunk, and I couldn't eat gluten. And the only way I found this out was doing an elimination diet. You know, you cut out all of these foods and then you slowly introduce them back into your diet just to see how they make you feel. Well, I mean, I already knew gluten wasn't good for me, so that was no surprise. But I had no idea just how adverse the effects of dairy were on me. It really wasn't apparent until I started cutting it out. And so I found that when I drink less milk, all of a sudden my sinus infections that I seem to have very often went away. Now, sinus infections are terrible, so I don't really drink milk anymore, and I don't miss that. But anyway, in the new year, I started to cut back my online time. I started to cut back reading the news and listening to podcasts about the news, and I cut back on mindless television. It's really not something I wanted to do, but I kind of felt like I needed to make space for something else. And when I reduced these things in my life, I started to discover just what they had been doing to me. So I feel a deeper sense of peace and clarity now and focus than I've had in a long time. And one night I went back into my old habits and started reading the news, and I instantly felt my blood pressure go up. So it's really interesting that it's possible to have habits that affect you so adversely you don't even know until you cut them out altogether. I never would have made the connection between dairy and sinus infections before, honestly. It took cutting dairy out, a thing I didn't think was harmful and did not want to do, to even know it was causing a problem. Anyway, this is not a blurb for not reading the news. That's not what I'm saying. But I suspect that we all have things that affect us negatively and we don't even know about. And finding some space and some stillness and some quiet and some distance from those things might bring a surprising amount of clarity. I don't know. Try it out and see what happens, and let me know when you do.